All right, this is a development here on the fuel supply now that has been resumed. This is exactly what we were looking at. Can this in fact really be indefinite? No, it's not. We're getting in a confirmation. IOCL now says fuel supply has been resumed. So you have 28 crafts of jet which have been operational now. So this was of course going to be lessening the crisis, relief to those flyers who are booked on jet. Our correspondent Utkarsh getting us those details now. IOCL has decided to reconsider and they are now going to be supplying fuel. Utkarsh, please go ahead.
So as you said, it's been almost 3 hours since 2 to 3 hours once the supply was stopped by IOC. It was basically cash and carry as a model. They were not giving any fuel on credit. But if you realize this happened yesterday in Delhi for a while, it happened for around 15-20 minutes. Today it extended to 2.5 hours. And this will be a pattern. If you remember what happened to Kingfisher, if you remember what happened to SpiceJet, you saw a lot of these glitches in this whole system that, the oil supplies might go down, the pilots are threatening a strike. So the bigger problem with Jet Airways right now is that, they do not have a lot of time left. And the pace which the lenders are moving right now, that's a bigger question. In fact, and that is something which need to be decided. Obviously, the bids will be opening tomorrow. But such a small window for the bid opening and such a sudden decision by, the lenders, you might, not see a lot of bids coming in. But, everybody is hopeful the next 4 days will be very important for Jet Airways. But till then, once the
But
bids
Utkarsh, what really have been these back channel talks? You have IOCL, it sounds like an outburst there, giving out that statement, we are entirely stopping fuel supply, and in barely 3 to 4 hours deciding that, all right, let's go ahead and supply fuel despite the non-payment of dues.
So, as you said, these are more threat calls which keep happening. If you remember SpiceJet as well, if you remember Kingfisher as well, this used to happen. Also remember that the lenders, for the longest, the reason why they went ahead with the 1,500 crore rupees decision was backed by the government. So one thing because for a long time was, we were getting a hint was that the government really wants Jet Airways to fly. That was a statement from Arun Jaitley as well when he spoke to our channel. So the point is that you have to really wait and watch what is the lenders doing. The biggest problem is that the fund infusion has not come in. The moment the 1,500 crore rupees promised fund infusion comes in, things will be smooth for the shorter time at least. That has not happened, and that is why you'll keep seeing these minor glitches coming in.
Utkarsh, thank you for getting us those inputs here. This is barely in a few hours' time. The fuel is going to be back in the jet aircrafts, 28 crafts that are operational from what used to be a 100-plus fleet of the jet. 28 crafts now would still be flying in. Hopefully some relief for those passengers who are booked in those flights in the coming few days for Jet Airways. Appreciate all the expert voices that have come in. Our correspondent Neha and Utkarsh both with those inputs.